Hello, and thank you for joining the DIY Holiday Wreath with Park Forest Public Library. Before you begin, you want to make sure you have all the materials that you need. You have your wire wreath, your scissors, I have fabric scissors here, and your selection of ribbon that you chose. What I would suggest is before beginning, whatever ribbon you decide to use, is maybe to pre-cut some strips ahead of time to get you started, and then you just work at your own pace. The object, what I decided to do is what you're going to do is start from the outer rim and then the inner rim when you tie your ribbon. What you would do is whatever size you choose, you're going to start with the out, which is all four, and you're going to tie. And here I didn't pre-cut this just yet on my first strip because I want to size it to fit and how I want it to look, so it's covering all the wire. Once I tie it, you're going to just do a double knot for your ribbon to secure it. Pull it tight, and then you can just cut it, the ends of it, with your scissors, however you want it to look. Sometimes you can do it short or long. And what I would normally do is just start with a fatter ribbon first, but I'm just showing you how to get started. So this was a thinner one. I usually use the thinner ones for the inner rims of it because they're a little shorter. So I'm going to take this apart, and what you see is I have my length of what I need for the outer rim. Now what we would do is just cut more strips of this length, so when you're going to that, you have them to the side, and as you're going along, you'll see how your design is coming along, and you'll determine if you want to switch up your pattern or colors with something else. So like my larger one here, pre-cut, take it, and I want to do the larger ribbon on the outer because it's a little bigger. And then I just make a little bow here, double knot it as I showed you, and then curl the ends. This is wire ribbon, so it works a lot better to curl the ends of it. And you'll see that you got a little bow here to start. So then you can cut, the one I used here is a little shorter. I can cut this shorter so that it can go on the inner rim. So what I'll do is just take it next to that, so that's the out. You can see from the back of what it looks like. And then I'll take it and go next on the inner. So when you go in the end, you're going in between, like under, to get through those. And then you're going to tie a knot again. So it's just double knotting and creating a bow with your double knot. Pull it tight so that it's secure. And you just kind of fold it however you want to design it. If it's too long, you can always cut it, and you just push them together so that they're size. Once you start to get a pattern going, you'll see when you start to fill it up, it'll start to look really nice. These ends here are a little long. I can always go back at the end and cut these when I'm just about done, but I'm gonna leave it long for now. And that was the look from the back, how the pattern is in and out. I'll pull this over so you can see better. And you'll see how it's in from the out, and then it goes in for the second one. And you're just pushing them together so you can start to fill it in. As you're going, you'll be able to tell in the end if you need space, if it's still spaces between your wire. Any leftover ribbon is where you can go back and fill in those open spaces with any colors and sizes. You can do that on your own, and you'll see how you need to fill in your spaces. So here I did the smaller one, then I'll go again with the larger pre-cut I did already for the outer. And you just keep up this process until you complete the whole wire wreath. And it's very easy to do, and it doesn't take too long to do it either. And so you just kind of pull that tight as well, fix it real nicely, fold it under. And with the larger ones, I just use the wire because it kind of turns it, you know, makes more of a nicer bow. And I will push it together. And as you can see, it starts to come together a little bit with the bows. You're just going to kind of keep going until you fulfill it all the way around. So you continue this process until you've completed your entire wire and comes into a beautiful decorative wreath that you can hang throughout your house. For the holidays, you can do them for different seasons. Doesn't have to necessarily be holiday. You can also do them for, you know, the fall, Easter, you know, etc. So we just continue to do this process with your short and long, different ones you would like to do. So I just did another out. So now I'm going to go in again, which is right in between here. So I'll show you a couple more times how to go out and in. So here is my in, so it's in the middle. And double knotting it. And you can see here how it starts to become a fulfilled wreath here. And I'll move that over and start to just fix it how you like it once you get, you know, as I said before, when it starts to get closer to the end, you'll see how it really comes together. And now I'll take another one and I'm going to go out. And so, like I say, you just keep going until you finish up your whole wire. So make sure to get plenty of ribbon of all different sizes, depending on how you want it. But I like to get a bunch of different sizes because then at the end you can really fill it in. Like I have here, different sizes of ribbon. Some of them are really thin and some of them are really thick. I even have this one here, just of that size, of different colors. So you just try to just fill it in different patterns and things until you get it all together. So you just continue with your wreath. As you can see, it's coming together there. Show you from that angle. And you just keep going. And now my holiday wreath is complete. When I'm done, I usually go back around and check the edges for any of the ribbon that may be still a little messed up from me cutting. So I'll go and take another inch off just to make it look neat. And I'll do that for any of the ribbon that I see that may need to be touched up. And once I've done that all the way around to make sure my wreath is the way I want it to look, I simply find a small piece of ribbon, find anywhere on my wreath that I want to have as my top, and I would loop it through, which I'm not going to really use this one, I'm just showing this as an example. Loop it through, tie it in a knot, and you hang it. So it makes this a nice home decor, even a gift for someone. I also want to show you some we've done in the past. We did one that was like a winter theme wreath. And then we also did one that was fall themed. So as you can see, you can find all kind of ribbon that's in all different type of seasonal colors. So you can really do a lot and get real creative with those. Thank you for joining the DIY Holiday Wreath with Park Forest Library. As always, stay healthy and safe, and happy holidays.